Hi YouTube, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm just going to be going over what I'm doing so far, like an update review, a little past a half a week review kind of video. I always wanted to do like a review the last week of each month and the first week, because if you watched any of my other videos, then you'll know that I'm kind of horrible with the last week in planners. I'm not sure if it's because I'm so excited to move to the next one because I've been setting up and doing stuff like that. But it seems that I'm just not that good. However, the December one, I did pretty good the last week. So I wanted to do a check-in, especially since this is the first month of the year, and um I want to kind of start really strong with the goals that I have. So I wanted to do a quick check-in. So I didn't add or do too much to it since the last time you all saw it and I did the setup. Of course, some things like appointments and things like that has been added in. Um, so for these extra pages, if you all remember when I did the setup, because this was supposed to be like a 12-month, like a whole year type of planner or notebook by Kinbor, I glued some of the calendars together, and then I was going to put like pictures or just decor type of things right here. So I decided that I would just collect pictures or take pictures of different highlights throughout the month, or good moments that I feel like I had, or whatever it was that I wanted to share, and kind of put them in on these blank pages. And it also just gave me that idea moving forward, because one of the I guess you could say like highlights of having like one book per month is you're able to go to each month and kind of look through what you did that month, events, budgeting, if you keep it all in there, and pictures. But especially with the event section, you're able to see what it is that you did for that whole month. If you are a person that also tracks like your work hours, you're able to see what I started doing this month, which I haven't done any other months before. I decided to check off. I pre-fill out what I'm supposed to work. I add in if I pick up any hours, and that's what you see here. And then I circled the hours that I picked up that were extra, so to speak. So I have that down, and I think it's just a good reference at the end of the year if you're anybody like me that loves to kind of track and just see progress made in all areas. You're able to see like, wow, how many hours have I worked in one month? And especially if you're kind of lining that up, if you do quarterly check-ins for goals, it's just a good way to see like if you had either a savings goal or anything like that. You're able to kind of see where your time, money, and everything is spent. So I highly recommend that. And that's what I did here. And I also want to make sure when I do these reviews, which hopefully I can be on track and like actually show you all, is making sure you're staying consistent. For me, that was a hard thing to do once I moved from just making to-do lists to being an actual planners. I had got so caught up in the planning portion until I wasn't really checking in like I should have. Okay, so we'll start by reviewing the goals. For my goals this month: read one book, sign language practice each week, make all my appointments, log my budget and expense tracking. And for my kids is utilize the communication device a lot more than what they have been. One chore a week. I can already say I'm probably going to fail at this one, because I should have chosen a chore at the start of the month. Then I would have been a lot better with it, especially with them being off this first week still from the Christmas break, and read a book once a week. So once a week. The book is actually kind of hard because I'm trying to get them to do more things together, more so than separately. So a lot of my time, because they are special needs, um, I do things separately for some things. Like if I'm honing in on certain tasks or just things that I feel like they need to learn, most times they do it separately with me because they're kind of both on different levels, and it confuses the other and distracts the other if one is practicing on something and the other isn't doing it or not there yet, if that makes any sense. So that's when I do the reviews. I'll kind of revert back to here. So for reading one book this month, once I looked at my goal of 30 books for the year, I think it comes to like 2.5 books um, for each month. So this is the book that I am reading for this month. And it is a book that I got from the Dollar Tree. And let's see, this is the 4th. Today's the 4th. And I am, how many pages in? I am 96 pages in. This book has 310 pages. So I'm 96 pages in. So I would say I'm doing very well with that. So that is one thing that I can look at. Sign language, the rest of the things we'll be able to track when I see it, when we get to that portion. Just general tracking, I have been putting in the appointments that's scheduled. I've been keeping up with my gratitude, my mood, and here goes the other tracking portion. So when we look at sign language, okay, now I'm doing bad at the sign language. Well, sign language practice each week. So did I do it once this week? Yes. Should I definitely be doing it more than that? Yes. But one of the things that I have to do on my list for Saturday is make a sign language word list. So I decided in order for me to practice, I do have an app on my phone, but I am going to put the words that I am learning in here. And then that way, if I don't directly look at the video, I would be able to look in here and kind of just practice on my own. So sign language, I've been doing good. Prayer, I've been doing good. Devotional, one day off, but I've never been that well at devotional, which is why I wanted to kind of do it for the whole year. And if you're interested, this is the book that I am using for devotionals for the year. And I got this from Hobby Lobby. Stretching, you can see the exercise area, not good at all. And this, I was only giving myself 5 minutes and I still wasn't good at it. Facial massages, I have been doing very well because of having cancer, I have facial paralysis on one side, and it is definitely significantly better. Not anything like, I guess what you would consider a typical facial paralysis, but I do tend to get lymphedema on that side, so being able to manage just the massaging is extremely important. And I've already seen so many benefits already by just me being consistent with it. And this is one thing I forgot to put on. So that I've been doing good. Today I journaled. I did listen to one sermon this week, which is good because that is my goal, like a sermon a week, as if I was going to church. I work on Sundays, so sometimes if I don't get to do it on a Sunday, then I'll try to choose any other day. Journaling I did today, not as much as I would have wanted to. Reading two times this week, no self-care and family time today. This side is just my medicines. I added the hair treatment on because that's extremely important. I lost my dermatologist when I switched over insurance to my job's insurance, and I still have to like wait to see my primary to get like the referral and everything for that. But this just allows me to see how bad my sinus are doing, because that also plays an effect on my facial swelling as well. So that is that. And then let's see, for food, I have been logging that, which is good. I have been having ice cream pretty consistently, as you can see. That's like my guilty pleasure when I come home from work. Now, here, I have been consistent here. I know it says takeout. I did that before I thought about it. I did plan on eating leftovers when I got home, because today I picked up extra hours, so I got home much earlier than I would have, because I chose the times that I was going in. So I did eat out, but I didn't buy it. So that's still good for me, because I didn't spend any money. And I just want to be a lot more consistent with what meals I'm planning. And as you can see, for Saturday and Sunday, I am so used to eating out. On like Friday and Saturday, I ate Mexican food today, so the tacos or the fajitas is not going to happen tomorrow. When I go to the grocery store, I'll just have to pick up something else. I'm not sure what, but I'll have to pick up something else. So one thing I'm realizing with the No Spend January and just trying to manage money in terms of groceries is you have to plan it. You have to really be good at planning. And I'm seeing now that I'm not the best at it. So let's go. That's just that. Sleep has been doing excellent. I am going to do a flip through of last month. My sleep has never been good. I know part of this is mainly because my kids are home. And so I don't have to get up early to get them ready for school. So I am very aware that this is going to change, but I hope that it pushes me to try to get to bed faster or work on my routine to actually be able to get to sleep. So sleep has been excellent so far. My goal is 5.5 hours. So this is like heaven so far. Steps, not at all. My goal for steps is at least 8,000 a day, because my job, I primarily sit. So 8,000, it used to be 10,000. 8,000 is still doing too much, but it's a challenge for me. And as you can see, I haven't been doing well with that. Like I mentioned, no exercise, and because no exercise and no floors. I just really need to focus on that. Now, when we go to the forecast, as you can see, I went to work when I was supposed to. The bulk of my errands I probably will get done tomorrow, because it will be my first day off. We did find an orthodontist for my daughter. I paid the bills. I did deposit that check as well. Tomorrow is my ortho appointment, so that'll be done. And I knew that I worked all those days, so I didn't. Today's Thursday, but I didn't do the bathroom because I've been at work pretty much all day. So over here, I still need to make sure that I keep referring back to my weekly tasks and planning them in here. So some of these will be able to get done hopefully tomorrow. As you can see, making my dentist appointment is something that I'm trying to highlight. Yeah, everything as far as that is filled out. This is one of the major highlights. So this is my weekly expense tracker, and as you can see, I am on target when it comes to my no spend January. I know some of you all are probably thinking this is just the fourth day in the month, but if you know me, then you would say I am doing great right now. I know tomorrow I will have to go to the Dollar Tree, and that will be down as something that I spent, but it won't be, I am hoping that I don't spend anything on my personal things, so to speak, unless it's a needed item. I think what I'll probably do later on this week is really solidify, which I should have done at the start of this month, what is okay for me to buy and what is not okay for me to buy. I have been watching a couple of other people, just random videos as it relates to like no spending, and some people are very specific with it, which I think is great. So that's something that I'm not going to count it out as too late. I already put some thoughts down. Maybe I shouldn't have like an all or nothing look and kind of exactly what I just mentioned, specify what I plan on not spending on. Like, what is something that I don't want to spend? For somebody that's an emotional spender, I think trying to do no spend all across the board is kind of unrealistic, and I should have known that. I did do good more days than not, because we're already 4 days in, so that I am happy about. And the only other thing that I added, I put a little note right here for what I wanted to put in the monthly review. But right here, I started using in the notes section of here, because I told you I have so many pages. And I think I've already watched a movie. So I think I watched 2 movies actually. So I think I'm just going to put like a little movie review back there to fill up those pages. And that is one of the movies that I watched, is actually one that's on like my bucket list. Okay, yeah. So it was Cold Pursuit, and I watched it off Netflix, I believe it was, with Liam, I forget his last name, the guy that plays in the Taken series. And so I watched that. So I do have like a couple more to work on, but yeah, I decided to put here. I love her. She played in Orange County. I do not know her name at the moment. But I was recently, earlier today, I was cutting out some pictures from the magazine that I wanted to use for journaling. So when I came across this, I was like, that would be cute, like as the starter of my notes section. And I think she looks really nice in this picture. And this particular article, she talked about how she felt about the gap in her teeth, and just how she viewed it growing up as to now as an adult. And so I need to just remember to continuously use these pages, because I don't like anything to go to waste. And I decided to put a envelope back here, because I want to keep all the receipts that I acquire each month. So that way at the end of the month, it'll give me another like tracking system of what I actually spent money on, and be able to have the receipts. And I told my mother too, at the end of the year, if we keep our receipts, then we can actually look at how much money we spent at a particular store for the whole year. And I'm really curious to see how much money will I spend at Dollar Tree, Target, and takeout. Now, takeout, I'll be able to easily do, because I track that that's one of the areas that is tracked when I close out each month. So I'll be able to see that really well too. But specific stores like the Dollar Tree, Target, and Walmart is something that I really want to see how much money I'm spending each year with that. So yeah, that is all, you guys. I know this was a rather long video, but I just wanted to do a quick review. Well, clearly it wasn't quick, but do a review and just kind of show you how I'm planning on looking at or reviewing the year, and making sure that I'm aligning what I'm doing to the goals that I set for this year. So that is all. Don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss any of my videos, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye-bye.